2023 SWAC Football Media Day presented by Pepsi. On the stage with me now, Clarence McKinney, the head coach of Texas Southern. Also, Andrew Body and Jacob Williams joining me as well. Fellas, gentlemen, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so Coach McKinney, I'm going to open this up quickly. We were having a conversation off camera just about, in years past, coming to Media Day, the predicted order of finish in the preseason for Texas Southern, not exceptionally high. Now continuing to move up the pack. Speak to how you've been building your program in Houston.
I think that speaks to the testament of how we've built it. We've built it through the high school recruiting. I know the transfer portal's out there, but when we recruited these guys and their teammates a couple years ago, we threw them into the fire. You know, we played about 50 freshmen a couple years ago, and just they've grown.
What's the excitement like around campus now in this Texas Southern football program?
Expectations are as high as they've ever been. And so we embrace that expectation. The student body, the alumni, our fans, everybody's excited about this season, and so are we.
You think about the most wins that you all have had since 2014, eclipsing that last season with 5. And so when you think of, hey, predicted order of finish, you see there in the SWAC West coming in at number 3. We just heard from Southern. What's it going to take to be standing atop of the division at the end of the year?
I think we've got to be consistent. You know, each week we got to bring our A game, protect the ball offensively, create turnovers defensively, and not give up any mental errors as far as penalties go. And if we can do those things, we feel like we'll be successful at the end of the day.
Andrew, you excited for the season?
Most definitely. You know that, Miss Green.
Huh? How you doing? Good to see you. Because I just got to know, there has been like a building expectation, as Coach has talked about. But now that there is a greater target on your back, people are paying more attention to you all. How are your teammates dealing with that grown attention?
I'll say we're for sure adjusting, just because, you know, we're really not used to it in a way, but the expectation that we got for ourselves isn't higher than any expectation that anybody else has for us. So it really ain't no pressure, because pressure's that feeling when you're unprepared. Coach McKinney been preparing us this whole offseason, really since after the last game, so we ready.
All right, Andrew, I'm going to put you under some pressure. Second team all-conference selection for the preseason. Are you the best quarterback in the conference?
I can show you better than I can tell you. So the SWAC say I'm second team. I just said I'm going to show y'all, because accolades come with the game. So if you do what you got to do week in and week out, there ain't no way that you shouldn't reach your goals. So y'all see at the end of the season.
Jacob Williams, linebacker for the Tigers. And so defensively, what's this unit going to look like? What's going to be like the personality of this Tiger defense?
Well, we added some new pieces, so we just got to come to work every day, you know, come prepared mentally and physically, you know, give everything in the film room, in the weight room, and while we at practice.
When you think about what happened last season, how much hope does it give you, right? How much joy does it give you knowing that you're building in the right direction?
Well, it gives me a lot of joy, you know, to know we heading in the right direction, to know we just gotta stay on that right track, stay on the right path, and it's just all gonna fall in place if we just execute and do what our coaches tell us to do.
Highlight of the season from last year. What was something that you said, oh man, this is clicking for us now, like we got it, like this is happening, that you're gonna take into this year?
Well, once I don't want to put them on the spot, but once we did what we did to, you know, get a shutout against Southern, I feel like they just gave us a lot of momentum going through the season, and I just feel like we was one of those defenses, one of those top defenses in the SWAC, and that just gave us a lot of confidence, a big confidence booster.
I was going to say, what are those conversations like after you're able to take down someone who was, you know, the eventual division champ, but like, what does it mean for you all to have those momentum-building wins?
Those wins are very big wins for the program and for the coaches, for the players, and I just feel like I said, those are big confidence boosters going on through the season.
Andrew, what next though? What can Tiger fans expect from you at the quarterback position this season?
just expect a lot of plays. You know, last year we had a lot of guys all over the place. So this year we're expecting to have a lot of pieces back, a lot of pieces on go. So really an explosive offense as well as just overall team. We gonna execute and capitalize in every field of the game. It's offense, defense, and special teams. Jay Wood was harping on that earlier. So it'll be an all-around year.
Coach McKinney, what are some of those pieces that have been added to help bolster the offense and defense?
Well, offensively, I think we've matured on the perimeter as far as our receivers go. We add a guy like Jaron Johnson, who was a couple years ago was an all-SWAC tight end who missed last season. We returned both our running backs who's been in our system since I've been here, and Ladarius Owens, Ja'Cory Howard, and we also returned one of the leading receivers in the SWAC in DJ Morton. So we're excited about those guys. After tasting a little bit of success on last year, it makes it a lot easier to coach those guys. They start to believe in what you're coaching.
All right, I'm going to just go off script really quickly and just ask the gentleman. We have seen some fresh fits here today. Fashion has really stepped up. Every year we have seen something new and different. The bow tie, though, duo right here, kind of what went into the fit for today for Media Day?
Truthfully, it was really a surprise. I didn't even know Jay Wood was going to throw on a bow tie. He went in his bag this morning. I'm like, man, like, what you going to throw on today? He was like, he pulled out a bow tie. I was like, all right, bet we twins today then. we got the bows on. It's cool.
Yeah, it was definitely unplanned.
In terms of what you want to tell Tiger Nation, look into the camera, both Jacob and Andrew, and let them know what's coming through Houston this season.
Well, I got some. We got something for y'all. You know, we gonna be in Atlanta. We gonna be in Atlanta for sure.
Y'all just expect a fun year, wholeheartedly completed. Y'all come support us. Y'all come out to Shell Energy Stadium. Y'all don't be scared, because y'all gonna want to stay the whole game, the whole 4 quarters. Y'all might even stay to watch the band afterwards. That's how interesting it's gonna be.
Yeah, we're gonna bring some hardware for sure.
All right, and I love how when you take a look at the schedule, who do you start off with on September 2nd? It's Prairie View A&M, and that's gonna be a big one. It's a big one every year, but this year feels even more different, Coach.
Yeah, it's a big game every year. You know, it's the Labor Day Classic, first game of your conference, so you're fighting for positioning within the conference. We're excited about it. We know Prairie View's excited about it, but we haven't had success in the last few years, so we hope to change that.
All right, so Florida A&M, Southern, Jackson State, Alcorn State, all towards the bottom half of the season. You got some challenge to try to close out.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier. You know, week in and week out, we know we're gonna have a really good opponent across the way from us, and we got to bring our A game, and that's what our guys have been working towards, being consistent, and so we'll be ready.
All right, you heard it here first. Clarence McKinney, the head coach of Texas Southern, and he's going to be led by Jacob Williams and Andrew Body this season. Check out the Tigers. We'll have more from the 2020